In the old Roman province of Hispania, a young man named Cassius Vale lived a quiet life as a scholar and stonemason. He was not of noble blood, but his father, once a soldier in the legions of Rome, had raised him with discipline and wisdom. From a young age, Cassius was taught the teachings of the Stoics, Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius. Control what you can, his father would say, and let go of what you cannot. Cassius lived by these words. He was steady, unshaken, and admired by those around him for his calmness. Even as war threatened to engulf the region, and as the empire's grip weakened, he focused on his work, his family, and his values. His greatest joy was his younger brother, Lucan, a spirited boy who dreamed of becoming a philosopher and following in Cassius's footsteps. Together, they read Stoic texts under the olive trees and debated the nature of virtue, duty, and the will. Cassius had found peace. But peace is fragile. One winter evening, Cassius returned from the quarry to find his village in flames. Barbarians? No. Worse. Romans. Disgruntled mercenaries, soldiers who had deserted the army and turned rogue, looted the village, men who once wore the same crest as Cassius's father. Among them was Varro, a former friend turned traitor, now leading the band of deserters. Jealous of Cassius's growing respect in the province, and bitter from old wounds, Varro had come not just to steal, but to destroy. Cassius sprinted through the smoke, shouting for Lucan. He found him, in the wreckage, motionless, a blade through his chest, still warm. Cassius fell to his knees, his screams swallowed by the crackling fire and the chaos around him. Varro stepped forward, his face half lit by the flames. The world isn't built for men like you, Cassius. Your calmness, your little books, they won't save you. He spat near Lucan's body and disappeared into the night. Cassius sat there, holding his brother's lifeless hand. His mind spiraled. Rage surged in him like a tidal wave. His soul burned. All he wanted was vengeance. Kill Varro, make him suffer. Tears streamed down his face. His lips trembled, but then, like a whisper in the storm, he heard his father's voice in his memory. You do not control what happens, only how you respond. He looked at Lucan's face, now calm in death. Cassius stood, slowly, not because the pain was gone, but because he chose not to be ruled by it. For weeks, Cassius wandered, silent, grieving. But each morning he opened his scrolls and read, If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your judgment of it. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment. Marcus Aurelius. He built a pyre for Lucan alone, with his bare hands, and spoke not with fury, but with gratitude. I loved you while you were here. That love cannot be stolen, even by death. Cassius returned to the ruins of the village. He rebuilt, stone by stone, word by word. He taught the children who remained, and slowly people began to gather again, not for vengeance, but for meaning. One night, Varro returned, older now, broken, alone. He knelt before Cassius, expecting execution. I destroyed everything, he whispered. Why don't you kill me? Cassius looked at him. His voice was steady. You expected me to be a slave to my emotions, but I am their master. He turned away. I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace. Varro wept, and for the first time in his life, he understood what power truly was. Cassius never stopped mourning his brother, but he no longer let the pain define him. He walked each day as a man who had faced the abyss and chosen virtue over rage. In his journal he wrote, The storm came. It tore away what I loved, but I stood, because my soul, tempered by philosophy, became unshakable. A man in control of himself is mightier than a man in control of armies.